Hey guys, I thought I'd do this quick video. Some people in the group have been asking how I structure the virtual consult and how I close more clients via the DMs and even get more one-call closes. So I do that by means of I'm calling a virtual consult. But even before that, I do what's called an authority funnel, which I'll go through what that is here. Just want to give value to the group, and if you'd like to steal it, by all means, right? So for me, I use my Instagram page as a landing page, and I use top of funnel, middle funnel, and bottom of funnel value-driven content. Those are the ads to funnel people into my authority funnel to virtual consult. So I'll quickly kind of share what that is. If you guys want to know more, feel free to DM me for my own program, give it a plug. But I run ads to my Instagram page to a value-driven ad just like this.
In that short amount of time of 6 months. We're actually on track to reach 7 figures this year.
Hey guys, Jordan Loriaga here, CEO of Aesthetic Bosses.
And then it drives to a landing page just like this, where here's some components where obviously everyone here kind of knows what a virtual sales letter is, but I don't get it. And that's kind of the positioning that I'm taking, where it's like, hey, you probably worked with other marketers before in the past where they ask you for their information first. Just here's what it is, right? So that's kind of what I go through in the video. And I talk about the authority funnel and I talk about the virtual consult. And if they want to experience that firsthand because they already were brought in through my authority funnel, through my value-driven content, I hit it home and say, hey, just check it out for yourself, right? I'm not going to ask you for anything. They click here, and then they're taken to what I'm calling the virtual console. So I'll play a little bit of this, and then we'll go through the structure so you guys can steal it.
Hey guys, welcome to your virtual consult made specifically for medical aesthetic clinic owners and business consultants. You're about to experience how we qualify our high-ticket clients and how we pre-frame them to get them more emotionally invested so they're more likely to spend a high ticket.
Right, I'm not going to play everything here, but you get the picture, right? If they want to continue with the virtual consult, they press this button right here, where now I'm asking for their contact information, so I can follow up with them at a later date.
Right off
we'll
the
move
bat,
forward.
What about the authority funnel caught your eye?
So what I'm doing here is structuring questions that gets their kind of lay of the land where they are now, and then we use open-ended questions to get them to tell us why the way that they've done things or the things that they've done previously, why it hasn't working or why it didn't work, so we can begin our sales cycle. So the whole strategy here is not only are they telling us their problems, but they're telling themselves. So psychologically, right, we're starting to sell without even selling, right, on our end, saving us time. So this is how we're getting a lot of closes in the DMs, and then also a lot of one-call closes. And I'll move forward here just so you guys can see. Want more high-ticket sales, want to build my authority.
Just curious, did anything else attract your attention?
So here's an open-ended question, right? We use a lot of diffusal techniques here, at least what I teach. I learned this from Never Split the Difference, that book, where it's just to snap them out of a selling scenario. So, hey, and also backtracking here, you notice even in the video, I focus on tonality and upwards inflection to kind of snap them out of it. So it's like, hey, does anything else attract your attention? The cool thing about this too is they can respond via video, audio, or text, which I can respond via video, audio, or text as well, eliminating A2P10 DLC for anyone using high level or anything that deals with text-based marketing, because it sucks. You guys know it. So I'm just going to put in some dummy data here.
What are you currently doing now to get bookings?
You see here, I'm trying to see hey, what are they doing now? So get the lay of the land.
How long have you been doing that?
So now we're asking questions on, and acknowledging, hey, I know you're here for a reason. Your marketing hasn't worked. Now I'm asking questions to basically say and give that feeling of, oh man, I've been doing paid ads for 1 to 5 years. How much does that truthfully cost me? You know what I mean? So we move forward here.
Got it. And what type of results did you get?
Again, going back to the strategy of not only are they telling us their problems, but they're telling themselves, beginning our sales cycle.
Just curious, what didn't you like about what you did previously to get bookings?
Again, another strategic way of kind of selling before, selling our service before I even, or the team even gets on the phone with them, thus increasing one call closes. And I'm fast tracking it, but I'm showing you guys all this so you guys can just feel
Was there anything else
it.
that you didn't like?
Again, another open-ended question. Just so, here's what I've noticed too, is it might be redundant on the beginning or just as you're listening to this, but it causes people to think, right? It causes people to search deep into what additional things haven't I thought about, or what else don't I like about this? Because if we've done our jobs in the authority funnel and we've given the value, and people only buy when the value we present to them is greater than the cash that they give us, they're going to take the time, right, to do it. And if they don't, you don't want to work with them anyway. They're going to be those cheap clients. We're looking at clients that spend minimum $3K to like $8K a month. So if you want to stick with like the $1,000 a month clients, then don't do this, right? So
how do you see the benefits of actually solving this problem?
again, another admission question.
That's interesting. Well, what prevented you from making a change sooner?
You notice here too, I'm really trying to sell that this is a conversation. So if you look at my voice here,
That's interesting. Well, what prevented you from making a change sooner?
like I'm saying, that's interesting, using upwards inflections, focusing on tonality, slowing and speeding things up at specific instances where it makes sense, because I'm trying to emulate an actual conversation.
Okay, well, what would happen if you did nothing and your current situation stayed the same or even got worse? How important is it for you to make a change and start?
Another admission where if they say, I'm ready, you know what I mean? It's important. It's almost like, for all you agency owners out there, or even coaches that listen to this, if you've been trained in like the traditional discovery call, demo call, it's, one of the things that we do is we ask like, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you wouldn't do this, 10 being the highest, and you do this yesterday, where would you be at, right? They say 9, and then they're like, oh, what would make it a 10? And then they say their objection, you guys kind of counteract with that, and then you ask, hey, do you think something like this would help you? Yes. Oh, okay. How soon are you looking to make a change? Now, right? So basically we go through that journey in our demo calls to kind of get them excited, to get them to admit like now is the time. Here we're just doing this digitally, right? So we're going from a 1-to-1 sale, especially if you're doing discovery calls and demo calls, to a 1-to-many, at least on the discovery call perspective. So you guys can get more 1-call closes, or if you can even structure this as you're selling, just to sell your services, to sell more on the DMs, which I've done before in the past, which is pretty sweet.
Okay, well, why do you feel like you need to make a change now, though?
Another diffusal technique, right? Why do you need to make a change now? Admitting that they want a 7-figure business, they're tired of seeing competitors win, the whole gamut.
All right, level with me. What would solving this do for you personally?
Again, another diffusal technique. I'm just going to enter in some dummy data so you guys can get the picture, but then going through all of it so you guys can just emulate it.
Here's an important question. Are you looking for more consulting where I teach you the framework and how you can execute that by yourself? Or are you looking for more a done with you approach where we help you build the assets and we work together in order to grow your business?
So for me, I offer a done for you and consulting service. You guys can kind of tailor it to how you please based on your business.
Factoring in all your overhead, what if I told you in 3 months we'll have the exact plan to reach 7 figures in your business or push through your current revenue plateau, but it took hiring editors and paid ads to get there? What is the max you'd be willing to invest in your business per month?
So pro tip, if you guys were to emulate this, I put 0 to 3K a month here. And if they choose that option, they're immediately disqualified with a video of me saying, hey, based off what you told me, this probably now is not the right fit. one, that disqualifies people that are cheap, right? Because my services aren't cheap. But what I've noticed here too is if I've done my job, or if we've done our jobs giving value, especially in the authority funnel through the Instagram posts and all that stuff, and they know the value, because people have been burned before in the past, they've been through the whole nine, they've opted in before, especially if you're running an agency, they're a little hesitant to say, hey, I'm going to drop 6 to 10K a month. So they're always, not always, but some people will go to the 0 to 3K a month option. But the people with money who do that, they've just been burned before in the past, but they're just a little scared. What I've noticed is doing it this way, authority funnel, virtual consult, they'll actually go back to the beginning of the funnel, speak their actual truth, and then go to the actual revenue that they're willing to invest, which is, if they do that, you've already got them. So I'm just going to go here.
Thanks for your responses. Based on what you told me, it looks like you might be a good fit, but I'd like to meet with you personally just to 100% figure out whether or not I could help. Would you be open to setting up a quick time to chat?
So here, rather than just saying, let's book a call, I also use another diffusal technique. If you notice, I focus in on tonality, and the actual script is hey, based on what you told me, I think we're a good fit, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd like to, meet with you in person. You cool with that? Not many people do it, and it's just that the little things that we do to snap them out of a selling scenario typically leads to high ticket sales, right? So they say yes.
Great. I'm excited to chat with you. Just choose a time here so it's on both of our calendars. Chat with you soon.
So it's pretty slick. So they can schedule a call right here on the screen, and I'm actually saying it. So effectively, if you guys are still running a discovery call, demo call, 2-call approach, you can scale your discovery calls from 1 to 1 to 1 to many by doing this. And at least from my experience and some of my other students, they're getting more 1-call closes because we've already overcome or already done the discovery call. And even some people are just saying hey, just send me the Stripe link on DMs, which is cool too. So hopefully this helped. It's a long-winded video, and I went through the entire thing so you guys can essentially steal it. Wanted to provide some value here to the group. If you guys found this useful, let me know in the comments, just so I could continuously provide value for you guys. But other than that, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.